Welcome to the video class. We are studying the origin of the life. In earlier class, we discussed about some of the theories of the origin of the life, namely the theory of a special creation, the cosmozoic theory, the theory of abiogenesis, the theory of biogenesis, like that. There are a number of different theories that they propose about the origin of the life upon this planet Earth. Life was originated upon this planet Earth some billions years ago, and today the modern hypothesis of the origin of the life, which is also called by the biochemical origin of the life upon this planet Earth. The modern biochemical, the theory of the origin of the life gives us an idea about how exactly and when, where exactly the life was originated upon this planet Earth. It was for the first time, that is the Haeckel, who proposed about the modern hypothesis of the origin of the life. Modern hypothesis of the origin of the life, also called by the name as a biochemical origin of life, biochemical origin of the life. This is one of the very wonderful and very interesting, and anybody can understand very exactly. This is the theory, that is the biochemical theory, gives us the scientific understanding of the concept of the origin of the life. The modern hypothesis of the origin of the life, proposed by the Haeckel, according to him, the life was originated upon this planet Earth some billions years back from some inorganic matter, as a result of the action of the special physical forces and the other electric charges and the ultraviolet light rays and the cosmic rays and other such a radioactive, the action of the radiations, number of other radiations, the life was originated. Very primitive life, very primitive organisms were originated upon this planet Earth from some inorganic the matter, as a result of the action of the special the physical forces and the electric charges, charges, like that. So it is the Haeckel. Later on, number of other modern scientists, namely Haldane, then AI Oparin, Urey, number of the modern scientists, they proposed about the biochemical, the theory of the origin of the life. In order to understand the modern hypothesis of the origin of the life, this is one such a theory that it has become one of the best theory to explain how exactly and where exactly, when exactly the life was originated. It can gives us the answer to the number of questions in a scientific way. This is one of the scientific, the theory gives us the scientific, the information. According to this theory, the life was originated, as I discussed earlier, from some inorganic matter, inorganic number of elements, gradually over the period of the long time. It took a very long time, millions of years, to form the life upon this planet Earth. In order to understand the origin of life, according to this, the particular, the modern hypothesis, or the biochemical theory of the origin of the life, it is very essential that it is better to understand the origin of the universe, how the universe was originated. How was the universe originated? And later on, how was the entire solar system, and later on the Mother Earth was originated. This means that the modern hypothesis of the origin of the life gives us the everything, gives us the information about the everything. How was the entire universe originated? And later on, it is followed by the formation of the solar system and the planet Earth, and the life upon this planet Earth. So let's discuss about the origin of the universe. Origin of the universe. Origin of universe. Origin of the universe. How exactly billions years back the universe was originated? According to Big Bang hypothesis, Big Bang hypothesis, Big Bang hypothesis. It is this, the hypothesis, Big Bang hypothesis, can give us an idea about how exactly billions years ago the entire universe was originated. It is proposed by Abbe Lemaitre. Abbe Lemaitre. Abbe Lemaitre in the year 1921. Later on, this the Big Bang theory, supported by Gamow and the Dickey. Gamow and Dickey. Gamow and then Dickey. It was this the Abbe Lemaitre in the year 1931 who proposed the Big Bang theory. 1931, who proposed the Big Bang theory of the origin of the universe. This theory, it is very famous. It gives us an idea, and worldwide number of modern scientists also, they have accepted the theory of the that is the origin of the universe according to the Big Bang theory. That is the Big Bang theory of the origin of the universe by the modern scientists. Abbe Lemaitre, according to him, the entire universe was formed some 20 billion years ago. 20 billion years ago, there was a very huge single piece of very huge red hot, a single a piece of a very primeval matter, primeval matter, which is also called by the name as a cosmic matter, or the M, or the M, billions years, of about 20 billions years ago, there was a single piece of very hot, very red hot spinning cloud of the cosmic dust rotating. There was a rotating cloud of or the spinning cloud of very red hot, the huge cosmic dust there. Gradually over the period of the time, this particular a single piece of the cosmic matter, this rotating very hot, the spinning cloud of hot gases, the cosmic dust, as a result of the condensation, gradually over the period of the long time, it was exploded. As a result of the great explosion, a smaller and bigger number of many the nebulae were formed, smaller and larger, such a nebulae were formed. Once there was a billions years ago, of about 20 billions years ago, there was a single piece of very huge red hot, the spinning cloud or a rotating cloud of cosmic dust containing millions of atoms of different metals, different elements. Gradually over the period of the long time, it was exploded. As a result of the the explosion, number of again smaller and larger, the clouds of rotating clouds of the dust particles and cosmic dust particles, and number of elements, number of the gaseous elements were formed. All these are termed as a nebulae. The entire solar system was formed from such a nebula. Our solar system, containing a single, the nearest large star, that is a sun, and 9 different planets, known as a solar system. This solar system is the part of one such a nebula. So this is the origin of the universe. As such, this particular, the origin of the universe is concerned, some 20 billion years ago, there was a very hot, very red hot spinning or rotating the cloud of the cosmic dust particles containing millions and millions of the particles of the elements of different elements. Gradually over the period of the long time, as a result of the condensation, it was exploded, and a number of nebulae were formed. The nebulae were formed. When the number of nebulae were formed, our solar system, containing a large, containing a sun and 9 different the planets and the satellites, and it also contains a number of millions of the stars, the stars, other stars. It is termed as a galaxy. That is our galaxy. It is the Milky Way galaxy. Milky Way galaxy actually contain our solar system. Let's move to study the. This is about the origin of the universe. Origin of the universe. Let's move to know the origin of the solar system and the Earth. Origin of solar system. Origin of solar system and Earth. Origin of solar system and Earth, which is also termed as the nebular hypothesis. Nebular hypothesis gives us an idea about the origin of the solar system and the planet Earth. When was the universe formed? The entire universe was formed later on of about 6 billion years ago. From one such a single the nebula. Nebula means what? Very huge, red hot, the spinning cloud of cosmic dust particles. The dust particles, various gaseous elements, and different millions of different the atoms of different elements. There was a rotating cloud. It is termed as a nebula. This nebula gradually condensed, and as a result of the condensation which occur in the nebula, the star, biggest star, the sun, and the 9 different planets, namely the Mercury, the Venus, the Earth, the Mars, then the Jupiter, then Saturn, Uranus, the Neptune, and Pluto. Number of 9 different the planets were formed. As a result of the rotational movement of the nebula, the entire solar system was formed some 6 billion years ago. When our planet Earth was formed of about 6 billion years ago, it was very hot, fiery, a spinning ball of hot gases. As such, the origin of the Earth is concerned. When it was formed of about 5 to 6 billion years back, it was a very red hot, fiery, a spinning ball of the hot gases. Like that, suppose that this is the spinning ball of hot gases. These are the hot gases, means what? Containing elements, number of atoms of different elements of fire means what? Fiery, very red hot, the fiery spinning ball, the spinning fiery spinning ball of hot gases, very hot gases containing atoms of different elements, Take for example the nickel, the iron, the aluminum, the silicon, the hydrogen, the sodium, the magnesium, then the manganese, like that. It was when it was formed, it was very hot, fiery, the fire like very hot, red hot, the spinning ball of very hot gases. The temperature exceeds more than 4000 degree centigrade to 8000 degree centigrade. 4000 degree centigrade to 8000 degree centigrade. The temperature of the earth was of about 4000 degree centigrade to 8000 degree centigrade at that time when it was formed. Gradually over the period of the long time, as a result of the condensation reactions, as a result of the condensation and as a result of the reactions between these number of these different the elements, different the hot gaseous elements of hot, very hot, fiery the fiery earth. Billions years ago, the planet Earth was formed in such a way that the planet Earth actually consists of the three different the zones, the three different the layers, namely baryosphere, the pyrosphere, and the lithosphere. The baryosphere known as the central inner the core, central inner the core, and the pyrosphere known as the mantle, and the lithosphere known as the crust. So gradually over the period of very long time, from such a rotating or from such a the spinning ball, a fiery spinning ball of the hot gases, that is the earth that is the central inner core and the mantle and the atmosphere were formed in such a way that different the elements which were present in the very hot gaseous the fiery spinning ball, that is the earth, the central inner core, the mantle, and lastly the crust. The core, otherwise termed as a baryosphere, then pyrosphere, then the lithosphere, like that. I will show you again here the origin of the solar system and the planet Earth. Suppose that this is the spinning ball of very hot gases containing the elements, the aluminium, nickel, fire, the iron, the magnesium, manganese, then the silicon, then the sulfur, then potassium, then lead, like that. Carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, number of different the elements, different gaseous elements were present as a result of the condensation and as a result of the reaction between the number of the heavy gaseous elements and lighter the gaseous elements. The three different the zones of the earth were formed. These three different zones, nothing but the central core was formed in such a way that very heavy the metal ions, namely the nickel and the iron, very heavy nickel and iron elements and their atoms, they settled down, means what, they formed the central inner the core of the planet Earth. This was most probably present in the molten state. This can also be called by the other name as a baryosphere. Baryosphere made up of the nickel and iron. it is mostly in the molten state, and it's the inner core and outer core usually measures of about 1280 and 200 and I will show you here. This the baryosphere made up of the nickel and the iron which are in molten state. The inner core and outer core. The inner core of the baryosphere measures its the measurement, it is about 1280. It is 2200 kilometers. This is about the baryosphere. This is the barosphere. Around the barosphere there is a mantle. This mantle, this is nothing but the core, also called baryosphere. This is the mantle, also called pyrosphere. This pyrosphere formed from the lighter elements, the atoms of the lighter elements, lighter than that of the nickel and the iron. Similarly, the aluminum, magnesium, manganese, then sodium, like the similar the lighter elements together, they formed the mantle around the central inner the molten core of the planet Earth. This is known as the pyrosphere. This pyrosphere, it's the radius of the pyrosphere, it is about 2800 kilometers. 2000 pyrosphere. It's the radius of the mantle, the pyrosphere, it measures of about 2800 kilometers. Like this, the planet Earth was formed in this way, as it consists of the baryosphere and pyrosphere. Pyrosphere consists of the silicon, especially the lighter elements like the silicon, the aluminum, and magnesium, and manganese, and sodium, like lighter elements together, they were formed the mantle of the planet Earth, also termed as the pyrosphere. And outer to this the mantle, there is an the gaseous envelope, which is termed as not a gaseous envelope. This is the outer the zone, the outermost the zone of the planet Earth, known as, that is the crust. This crust usually measures of about 20 to 25 kilometers. It is made up of rock basalt under the sea, and various granites in different the continents of the earth itself. So this the outermost the lithosphere, it is also called by the name as a lithosphere. So baryosphere, pyrosphere, the lithosphere, the core, the mantle, the crust. These are the three different distinct the zones, also called the layers of the planet Earth. In this way, the planet Earth was formed. When it was formed, the planet Earth, it was very hot, and its temperature was very high temperature exist, uh, the planet Earth, as it is composed of the three distinct different the zones, namely the barosphere, the pyrosphere, and the lithosphere. Upon this, the lithosphere, there exist that is the atmosphere and the hydrosphere. Atmosphere and the hydrosphere. The outermost gaseous envelope of the planet Earth, known as the atmosphere. This atmosphere usually it extends up to the 1,600 kilometers above the surface of the ground or the soil. Then the hydrosphere. The hydrosphere, nothing but the water which is present upon this planet Earth in oceans, in the seas and oceans, which constitutes the hydrosphere. This hydrosphere can cover 75 to 80% of the total the surface, the total geographical area of the entire planet Earth. So this is about the origin of the universe, the origin of the solar system, then the origin of the planet Earth. This is the prerequisite to understand how exactly the life was originated upon the planet Earth when it was formed some billions years ago. The Earth, when it was formed, gradually over a period of the long time, it took millions and millions of years to form the life upon this planet Earth. So according to Haeckel, and according to the modern hypothesis of the origin of the life, the living organisms, the living organisms formed upon this planet Earth from some inorganic chemical compounds, the inorganic matter, as a result of the action of the special forces and electric charges and different physical forces and a number of radiations. The modern scientists, namely the Urey and Haldane and the Oparin, they have conducted an experiment. They have become successful in showing and explaining how exactly the life was originated upon this planet Earth. So this is one such a theory in the world that everybody agree that the life may be originated according to this theory. I will stop here. Thanks for watching this the video class, and I shall continue in another class. Thank you.